game of the night on a Thursday, and we've got Morenci taking its revenge bus tour on the road to Pima to try and settle the score after the Rough Riders bested them twice last year, including for the state championship. Okay, enough squawking. It's Pima versus Morenci. Let's get it on. Optimal Health Systems in Pima is the original whole food supplement company with its high-potency whole food formulas absorbable at the cellular level. Come into OHS today and try our blend of supplements that thousands of doctors and athletes have used for decades. It was a defensive battle right from the get-go, as the Pima front four weren't giving up any cracks, and after Morenci quarterback Joey Ceballos mishandled a pitch attempt, the Wildcats elected to punt on 4th and 11. The Riders came out throwing on their first possession, and Tuddy Smart's gonna Franco Harris the screen toss from Rhett Hughes, and Smart takes it 27 yards up the sideline into Wildcats territory. But on the very next play, Smart jostles the handoff, and in the scrum for the fumble, the loose ball goes through the legs, and Marcos Lucero recovers for Morenci. Despite starting at about midfield, Morenci couldn't capitalize on the turnover, and Pima's defense forced a 3-and-out. Hughes is looking for Smart in the flat on Pima's second possession when Javier Fernandez is going to have a pick six if he could just hang on to the ball, but he can't. So now it's 4th down and Pima's going to punt. But the snap goes over Preston Russell's head, and he has to go back to the 15 to gather it. Is he going to try to kick it now? No, he throws it to Jeremiah Martinez, who makes the reception, but is well short of the first, and Morenci takes over on downs in great field position at Pima's 34. After Pima began to shut down Morenci's run again, Ceballos took to the air and hooked up with Tristan Sanchez on 2nd and 11 to move the chains. The drive would stall on 4th and 9, however, when Brock Haas stayed on all 8 seconds and rode Ceballos to the ground for the sack. Pima went right back to the air, and Hughes hit Hayden Schinkel over the middle, who could go into Morenci territory all the way to the 40. Then right on the edge of the red zone, and tragedy struck for Pima when Hughes can't hang on to the snap, and Donovan Voza picks it up, and I just want to slow it down here for a second because this is a good example of never giving up on a play. There's 7 Wildcats in this picture, but Riker Shoop is going to run down Voza and have a touchdown-saving tackle. I know, I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my sticks here trying to follow the action, but Shoop saves the score. But for how long? Turns out not long. On the very next play, Ceballos uncorks a deep one to Chris Lopez, and the pigskin pops him in his noggin, but he stays with it for the 25-yard touchdown reception. Mickey Casillas gets turned around at the goal line by Riker Shoop and Jackson John, but Morenci draws first blood and is up 6-0 with 6:11 left in the half. Roadrunner Rehab has been helping Gila Valley residents and athletes achieve their peak performance for over 30 years. They are now offering occupational therapy and adult speech therapy to assist in all your rehabilitation needs. Whether they're getting you back to work or back on the field, they're here to help you. Pima responded through the air as Hughes calmly waits in the pocket for Jackson John to get open, then hits him over the middle, and John's gonna add another 25 yards after the catch to move Pima into Morenci territory. Hughes is looking for it all on this play, and he just gets rid of it before being pummeled. He's got a man wide open, but Martinez just can't come down with the catch, and Pima ends up turning the ball over for the 4th straight time to open the game. Morenci couldn't capitalize on the turnover, however, and Ceballos' pass was broken up on 4th and short, giving Pima one last shot before the half. If you only get one shot in your Pima, it's not a bad idea to make the shot at Jackson John play. And Hughes finds John over the middle, and the speedster does the rest. He's racing down the sideline with one man to beat. He tosses Derek Little to the side like yesterday's laundry. Then he brushes off Emilio Roybal, and Lopez is fighting to hold on to save the TD, but Pima's going to have it 1st and goal at the 5. Oh, come on, give me a break. Are you serious? A penalty call brings it all the way back. And instead of being in scoring position with just 20 seconds left, Pima forces the ball downfield, and Hughes' pass is tipped twice before being intercepted by Fernandez, and the Rough Riders head into halftime down 0-6 after 5 straight turnovers. With amenities designed to keep patients comfortable and relaxed, Copper Hills Dental is your choice for anxiety-free dentistry. Visit our website and Facebook page, or simply call 428-2750 to schedule your appointment today. That's Copper Hills Dental. Both teams traded punts to start the third, and then Hughes dropped a dime into Teddy Smart's lap, and he stumbles and bumbles and dives in for the 43-yard score, and Pima's on the board. A Jackson John extra point was good, and the Rough Riders took the lead 7-6 with 8:24 left in the third. Then it was time for their defense to step it up, and Sam Ray does just that as he intercepts Ceballos and takes it back about 24 yards to the 7 to set Pima up with another scoring opportunity. And it was Ray again on 4th and goal from the 10 as Hughes puts it up for his lanky receiver, who comes down with it to extend Pima's lead to 13-7 after Austin Nelson swings down Martinez on a failed 2-point try. When it rains, it pours, and now Morenci's having trouble with the punt attempt, and Pima's going to take over in choice field position, already up a score. The Wildcats need someone to make a play, and it's Ceballos on defense for the INT at the 2 to give the ball back to Morenci. All right, down 7 and 98 yards away from the end zone. What's Morenci going to do? What do you think they're going to do? This is Morenci. They're going to be gritty. They're going to grind it out. And that's just what they're going to do. They're going to wear you down, so in the 4th, if their backs can find the slightest bit of daylight, they're gone. The run game lulls the defense to sleep, and all of a sudden, Ceballos has Roybal open behind the defense, and Morenci's back in business. Roybal then did it with his legs as he takes the handoff down to the 1 to give Morenci a 1st and goal. A couple of plays later, and Casillas dives across the line for the score, and the Wildcats claw their way back in the 4th to tie it up with Pima at 13 apiece with 6:35 left in regulation. But here come them Rough Riders, and it starts with Jackson John returning the kickoff, and John's gonna bounce it outside and bring it all the way back to the 45 to give Pima good opening field position. And then it's Martinez time as the fullback gets the ball and goes for a quick 20 yards into Wildcats territory. Hughes then drops back and again gets rid of it in the face of pressure, complete to John, who puts on the brakes and heads the other way to the 15, and the crowd is elated. Okay, time running down, and here comes Pima with a field goal attempt to win the game. And Donovan Voza said, "Not today, son," as he blocks the kick and Morenci recovers at the 32, and the tide has suddenly turned to Morenci having a shot at taking the W. Now here come the Wildcats, and they're methodically running the ball down the field as the clock keeps ticking and ticking. Under a minute to play, facing a 3rd and 7, Ceballos drops back and hits Bradley Weiss, who takes it to the 23 for the 1st down, and Morenci is threatening. Ceballos drops back and buys some time by drifting to his left, but that's where Preston Russell is, and Russell drags down Ceballos for a huge sack. With time running out, Morenci gets up to the line to snap the ball, and Ceballos throws under pressure over the middle, and it's intercepted by Teddy Smart. I'm telling you, this guy's got a nose for the ball, and now Smart's got a chance to win it all for Pima as he races down the sideline, but just gets tripped up by Dean Chee. Okay, 13 seconds left on the clock, and Pima's got one last shot at taking the game as Hughes unleashes a deep one to Jackson John, but Fernandez is there to make the play and come down with the interception at the 2, and we're going to overtime. Similar to college overtime rules, high school teams are each allowed a possession starting at the 10-yard line. The coin flip determines who will start on offense. Pima won the flip and chose to begin on defense. Morenci inexplicably then had 2 bad snaps in a row that Mickey Casillas had to pick up off the ground and turn into something positive. Then on 3rd down, Preston Russell sneaks in and pokes out the ball for the fumble, but Morenci recovers on its own 10. That set up a potential game-winning field goal attempt by Anthony Ballesteros. The snap is good. The hold is laces out, Dan Marino, but does it have the distance? Yes, by the foot of Ballesteros, Morenci takes the lead, 16-13 in overtime, but Pima still has one offensive chance as well. High energy prices got you down? Then hustle over to New Insulation Concepts in Pima, where we feature fiberglass, spray foam, and injection foam insulation to fit your specific residence or business's needs. Call 928-428-8118 for a free estimate today. Second play from the 10. Hughes drops back, and he's got Lucero all up in his grill, but he still manages to sling one to the corner where he's got Jackson John, who goes up with Fernandez draped all over him and comes down with the walk-off overtime TD catch as John and Pima hold on to defeat Morenci 19-16. With the win, Pima stays atop the 2A Black region with hopes of running the table and repeating as state champions.
Came to the game with high expectations. I mean, number 1 last year and they were number 2. We beat them in the state championship. Jerry had a heck of a game last week, so obviously we were looking for the run. And the pass, we know we had a pass too. So we just had a good game plan for this game. Give it to coach. The credit for that one. After our coaches that studied the game film were watching, we knew that we could throw on them. We knew we had the guys. We know we have the talent. I mean, we weren't expecting to throw this much, I think, but it turned out good for us. It was very intense, really stressful. I give credit to the line. They did a heck of a job. Without them, none of the pass plays would have happened, none of the run plays. Credit goes to the line and our coach. Good play calling. All around was really good.
Kainoa's Hawaiian Grill is the spot in Thatcher to enjoy healthy Hawaiian food with a friendly atmosphere and great service. Order in person or by the phone or online to see the tasty treat everyone is talking about. That's Kainoa's Hawaiian Grill.
I hope you're all entertained because we're getting tired of these close games like this, keeping you on your toes. But these boys, they just don't want to lose. They just do what they have to do to win a game, and they're awesome. They got my heart tonight, so but we knew that we're both a run-strong team, and so we both wanted to cram the box a little bit, and we thought, well, we need to stretch it out a little bit and see what we can do. So that's a great team right there. I mean, they line it up. There's no hiding what they're doing. They're coming right after you, and they do it good. Hats off to Morenci. In key times, our defense really stepped up. You know, guys flying around, getting to the ball, tackling it as a team. You know, that's how we play. So.
And tell me about your thoughts going into overtime in those last couple of plays.
Well, we just wanted to go on defense first because we wanted to be able to react to what they did. And, we have all the faith in the world in our defense, so we thought we could stop them, and then we could rely more on what we do best. And coming down to the last, you know, we thought we'd pound a little bit, and some encouragement from some of the players say, hey, coach, I got it on this route, and you got to trust Jackson when he says that. And he delivered. Rhett put it on the rope right to him. It was a great play.
Anything else you want to say about tonight's victory, Coach?
Go Riders! This is fun. This is like almost like that state game again. All these fans here, so this is fun stuff. Safe travels, Morenci, but we got another one. Good job.
Reporting from Pima for the Gila Herald, I'm John Johnson.